I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of Our Take on Cruise with Roger and Shannon, or you know what she's going to say, Shannon and Roger. So this is not actually a split edition, but we are in the midst of Halloween preparations here in the US and in Florida. So I spoke to Shannon before I came over and I said, look, Shannon, Halloween's coming. I'm going to wear an orange shirt so maybe I can look like a pumpkin. And then I figured Shannon could just like have a scary face, which wouldn't take her very long. But Shannon, knowing that Shannon had to take it the next level. So let me welcome my friend and colleague.
Arr! See, that's what happens. You know, we're both in entertainment, Roger. You worked at Carnival and Entertainment. I was a cruise director. So you say you're wearing orange, and what can I do? But I decided to be a pirate. Actually, I'm going to be Captain Hook for Halloween because Ainsley is Tinkerbell. But since you wouldn't dress, I brought something for you. But you look pretty good. You can be my suite of the Captain Hook.
Do I need a fluff?
You do need a fluff.
Since Maria's filming, can you fluff me?
There you go. Can I?
Never mind, I'm not going to be fluffed. So we are in the Halloween spirit.
We are.
And are we both pirates?
I'm Captain Hook.
And who am I?
You're Shmee. You could be a gator. Doesn't Captain Hook the alligator always chases him? So you could be the gator.
How do I look with hair?
You look good. I think you need the mustache that fell off of me. I know you used to have one. You
there.
Probably. There you go. Now you look like Roger. We're going to have to put a picture of you
it's kind of itchy.
As Roger from back in the day when you had your big mustache. I loved it. So Halloween is here in the U.S. I know not all the countries out there celebrate a lot of Halloween, but here it's a big deal. And I always have a big Halloween party. So anybody next year that's in town, I'm going to invite you to come to our Halloween party, which will be the weekend before Halloween. Halloween happens on October 31st.
Is there candy?
There is candy.
I'm
Always
coming.
Lots of candy.
I'm coming if
and
there's candy.
It's lots of fun, and you get to dress up. And as I said, I'm Captain Hook. My daughter Ainsley is Tinkerbell. John refuses to be Peter Pan. So, you know, I figured I'd bring an outfit for you because you'd come along with it.
And by the way, some cruise lines even go out of their way for Halloween. In my previous job, my previous life, I started a full month festival on all of our ships called Frightfully Fun. You can guess what cruise line that was.
Well, we should start that Frightfully Fun. We can have our own Frightfully Fun month.
You can be the fright, I can be the fun.
There you go. Well, what do we want to talk about? You know what I was looking at recently? I got a note from, David Vass, and he wrote a new book. And I thought, you know what? How fascinating that he wrote a book about his time on the high seas. What I also found out, which I did not know, is when I was at Sea Trade, Toby Biddick also wrote a book, but he wrote 3 books, which I thought was fascinating. I know JoAnne Skrukrud, who also worked at Norwegian and over at Oceania, she's also an author, and I find that so fascinating.
Are we going to write a book?
I think we should. I think we should write an ebook. I think we should ask everybody out there to send us their favorite stories of their time on the high seas, and we should compile them all into an ebook that we can share.
Do they have to be G-rated?
No.
Ooh.
I'm not giving it to children. Why does it have to be G-rated?
Okay, so this is going to be interesting. This will be our project. Maybe we can each add a chapter or 2, but anybody who wants to be involved, this is open. This is not just our story.
You can change names, okay? You can change the names so that you don't give too much away, right?
That sounds like fun. Hey, before we go, just want to throw one other thing in there. We've been discussing every once in a while about cruise lines sponsoring and how do you girls have to put up with all this hair? Cruise lines sponsoring and partnering with sports teams. So the first really big one was worldwide, was MSC with F1. A couple months ago when we had our pink edition with Shannon, and we were talking about how Royal Caribbean partnered with
Miami.
That's right.
Miami FC. With Messi.
Right, with Messi. The other one that just came out, which I found interesting, was that Carnival Cruise Line has partnered with the New York Jets. And what's interesting about that is everyone here in Miami would know that, well, they're not going to partner with the New York Knicks because they are obviously partners with the Heat. But with New York, they're big in the New York market. what I found interesting is what a great deal this has been for New York. The New York Jets, for you football fans, have known that this is a team that hit their peak in 1969, but since Carnival Cruise Line partnered with them, they are undefeated and they've actually beat good teams. So
wow.
Cruise line partnerships, it's good for everybody.
Let's see who's next, right?
Who knows?
Who knows? In any case, we're looking forward to getting some of those stories out of you, for those of you that worked on cruise ships or in the cruise industry over the last, ancient 30 years plus.
So I think we should leave them with a good R. Let's see how.
You ready?
R.
Okay, you ready?
R.
Bye.
Trick or treat.